Week 5, day 2. I think it's on about page 141, 142, somewhere in there. And the Bible verse is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9. But he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power rests on me." Okay, a quick story. I think back to my first memories when I noticed I had a weakness, or maybe it was a strength, but something was different about me than my peers. And when we think about how we're knit together in our mother's womb by our wondrous Father, there's going to be things that are very different about us, and other people may have similar gifts, but we're all so unique. So what triggers this memory is a question I recall swirling around in my mind. This question, I think it sneaks up on nearly everyone. It does not even matter your age. The first moment I remember having this question was when I was in the 3rd grade. It was a typical school day, and like most school days, I spent most of the day daydreaming. Every second I could fit daydreaming in. But we had a lyceum. Well, today they'd be called assemblies, but we had an assembly toward the end of the day. That day's program captivated me so much that I did not have time to even let my mind wander. And then in a moment it happened. Such a wave of intense emotion for someone else overcame me. I felt extreme empathy for this man who fell asleep young but woke up years later, all gray and silver and feeble, very weak. I felt sick. My stomach started churning from the sadness I was experiencing for this man. Then the question troubled me as I looked around. Am I different than all the other kids? Was anyone else feeling sick for this man? The assembly was about Rip Van Winkle, and it had captivated me so much that I did not have time for my mind to daydream that day. But I did develop a lump in my throat, and my stomach screamed with empathy and sadness for this man. I kept thinking about all this man missed while he slept his life away. I felt such intense sadness for him, I became physically ill. Thankful I was sitting at the bottom row of the gym bleachers. This seat provided convenience as I threw up all over the gym floor. The school called my mom and sent me home. The experience made me wonder if there was something odd about me having this type of a reaction. Now I know this ability to feel such concern for others is a gift that needed to be molded and continues to be needed to be molded by God. So weakness is not an excuse for behavior, negative behavior. However, it's an opportunity for God's power to rest on us. Our weaknesses are something to accept and not deny. So many times we tend to have fears that say, if I admit it, it's true. But it's true whether we own up to it or not. Accepting that we need help is wise because it allows God to intervene, and we can boast in our Almighty God.